Today, we're talking about frauds and scams, including a common door to door fraud targeting seniors in what's known as an HVAC scam. What do you do if someone knocks at your door and uses high pressure tactics to sell you something they tell you you need? Victims of these frauds say yes, then find themselves locked into multi year home equipment contracts that they don't need, and then subject to illegal liens against their homes. How common are these door to door scams, and what should you watch out for? And beyond door to door scams, what other scams should people be on the lookout for, online, over the phone, or by text message? Here today to talk about the topic of door to door scams is lawyer Dennis Crawford, and we will then be joined by our panel of financial and law enforcement experts to talk about other common scams. Dennis, thanks so much for joining me today. Can you walk me through what one of these HVAC scams looks like?
Hi, Christine, and thanks so much for having me on the show. It's a real thrill to be here to talk about this widespread HVAC rental scam that's been going all across the country. It works like this. And they tell you that they're doing free inspections of your equipment, like, say, your air conditioner or your furnace. So you let them into your house and they look at your equipment and they tell you, lo and behold, it's defective. You're going to need a new one. But don't worry, they can rent you one for a low monthly fee. And so you say, great, you can uninstall my defective equipment and put in your equipment. They do this. You pay the monthly rental fee and you go on with your life. You don't think anything more of it. The problem comes when down the road you decide to sell your house. You get a call from your real estate lawyer that says, we have a problem. There's a lien on your house from this company that installed the air conditioner. You can't sell your house unless you get rid of this lien. And this company is demanding $12,000, $15,000, or even $18,000 or more in one case I saw to delete this lien off your house.
So how is it that these companies are able to get liens registered against these homes? And is that legal for them to issue this lien?
So the truth is, it's a loophole in the law, and it exists in Ontario and in most provinces. There's this loophole which allows companies to register what is called a notice of security interest. And that's a legal term, but what it is basically a legal instrument that's registered on title to your house. And it prevents you from being able to sell your house unless you pay it out. The reason they're able to do this is, like I say, it is basically a loophole which is being exploited. It was originally designed for manufacturing facilities or commercial properties. So if there is rented equipment in a building, anyone who's buying that building knows that the rented equipment comes with it. But it was never designed for residential properties, for regular homeowners like you and I. And that's how that loophole is being exploited.
So how are people able to get the lien off of their home if it's something like $15,000? Is the only way to get it off to pay that huge sum of money, or is there something else people can do?
Yeah, great question. And that's why I started Ontario hvacscam.com, because it is traditionally, you can fight these in court, and the courts have ruled in favor of homeowners. But traditionally, that's been very expensive. So we started Ontario hvacscam.com to make it a little more affordable for homeowners to take these companies on in court and get these illegal liens deleted so that they don't have to pay that $15,000 payout a few days before they're closing the sale of their property.
And does it matter if someone's not selling their property? Does it matter that there is this lien registered?
It could, yes, because it can also prevent you from being able to refinance your property if you want to take out a second mortgage to do some remodeling, or buy a cottage, or pay for education. You typically can't do that while you have one of these HVAC liens on your house.
And we've got about 20 seconds. How does someone find out if there's a lien registered?
Well, if they live in Ontario, they should go to ontariohvacscam.com and we will send them a complimentary a title check of their house and let them know if there are any liens. But wherever you live, you should call your lawyer before you sign a deal to sell your house.